First off, really quick, if you do happen to have an international calendar, you'll notice that today is a holiday in Japan, and it's the Emperor's birthday. So we celebrate by having no school or work for today. So it kind of marks this sort of early beginning to the Christmas holidays. Now, luckily this year, this holiday fell on Friday. Last year it was on a Thursday, and so my daughter still had to go back to school on Friday before the weekend. It doesn't always equal a good time to start the holidays. So in Japan, Christmas is not considered an official holiday, and so people don't have the day off from school or work. It just happens that usually Christmas or winter break here starts on the 24th or the 25th sometimes, depending on the calendar year. Now this year we were lucky because today happened to be a Friday, so we get today off and then the weekend for Christmas, and then the official kind of winter holiday begins. So I'd be curious what other places around the world, how your guys' holiday systems work. For Japan, New Year's is the really main focus of our celebrations, so we start our vacation a little later than we do in the States so that we can focus on having more time to enjoy New Year's instead, because that's the bigger focus of things. But for today, like I said, I thought we'd talk about Christmas dinner. Now, again, just like so many other things that we've talked about this week, people in Japan don't know where their own traditions come from. Everybody I talk to is always amazed to hear that we don't eat chicken on Christmas Day. But guess what? In Japan, people eat fried chicken. Yeah, like KFC fried chicken. That's like the norm to have that. So I don't know exactly when or where this tradition started, but everybody I talk to is always so surprised to hear that we don't eat it. They think, well then, but you guys must eat turkey, right? And I think, well, no, that's more Thanksgiving. Some families do eat turkey, but there's also people who eat hams, who eat roasts, pork, those kinds of things too. So I was kind of surprised by how many people are confused about where their own traditions come from here. So, but like I was saying, we usually here we eat fried chicken. Sometimes you might find some people who kind of grade up a little bit, level up their dinner, and have like a gourmet grilled chicken dinner. But it's really common to just have it be real simple, kind of finger food. And of course that means that KFC is the most popular place probably to get your Christmas dinner. I love KFC here. I hate it in the States. I never eat it when I'm there. It's totally different. I don't know what they do differently. It could be because people in Japan are so good at frying food. It could come from knowing how to do like tempura and stuff like that. It really, they just have a really good way of frying it so that it's not so oily and instead just really crispy and delicious. So I would say if you get a chance to come to Japan and you've never even eaten KFC in the States, you have to eat it here because it's so good. So that aside, what we usually do here, there's these kind of promotions from KFC. Like I said, there's the more fancy gourmet kind of grilled chicken dinner and or kind of like a meal set that you can get. But the more common things are the buckets. Of course, you get a bucket of chicken, and then there's a salad inside and a little cake too, and all of that is about 4,000 yen. This fancier one that comes with these spicy wings too is also 4,000 yen too. But if you want to get these, you need to make a reservation quickly. Like I could never get my hands on one of these now. Seriously, like you have to make a reservation the first week of December to get some of this stuff. Maybe the buckets and some of these things you could still get maybe the last week, but a lot of times they don't have it available. It's real common to eat these dinners on Christmas Eve, and along with the Christmas cake that we talked about on Wednesday, you have a big party, and it's just kind of a fun, kind of relaxed atmosphere where everybody can enjoy food that you can eat with your fingers. It's not a real formal kind of sit-down affair. So aside from getting kind of fried chicken like this, it's real common to get like a big party tray of little fried chicken bits and other kinds of things that would be common on that too, to kind of have a party atmosphere. There's other places where you can get fried chicken, of course. You can get it from Most Burger. Most Burger has really good fried chicken for the holidays, and McDonald's doesn't do anything special for it, really. But for people who are all alone by themselves on Christmas and they still want a little bit of that fried chicken feel, you can pick up a little bit at your local convenience store too. So lots of different variety and choices. You can also order stuff, of course, from your department store, but it's really common to buy something. You don't usually make it. Most people don't have any idea how to make fried chicken. But they will buy it this way and have it as a party. So I'd be curious to hear what your guys' norms are. I know sometimes in my family we'd go so full out for Thanksgiving that by Christmas we were kind of worn out of the whole big dinner thing, and we just have a nice, good meal of spaghetti. So I don't know what you guys do for your traditions in your family, but I sure hope that as we get into the weekend here that everybody has a really, really, really safe and happy Merry Christmas. And to everybody who doesn't celebrate Christmas, I hope you also are enjoying your holidays that we enjoy during the winter season, and that everybody takes care of one another